Marcus. Ooh, that's awesome. Love that. Let's start picking away at his Ravona. Oh, you poor soul. That is so unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Marcus. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Royal Nerd Gaming. I am your host, the Royal Nerd, and if you've been enjoying my tier list videos, first of all, may I just say thank you so much for watching, and second of all, don't worry, we'll be getting back to them very soon. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't go too long without making a gameplay video, because actually playing the game for you guys is something that I love to do as well. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, there's lots to talk about, because the new season just started, so let's get into it. Now, I am going to go over the new cards and the deck really quick, because the build is a little bit more complex than usual, and I want to make sure everyone's on the same page of what I was thinking while I was doing this. So if you want to hear about that, stay tuned, but if you want to get straight to the gameplay, just check the chapter markings or the description for the timestamps, and I'll have indicated where gameplay starts. With the start of the new season, we got 2 new cards, as is the norm now, and the first one is the Season Pass card, Hope Summers. Her ability is, after you play a card here, you get +1 energy next turn. The other card to come out this week is Pixie, and her text reads, shuffle the costs of all cards in your deck that started there. Now, that's a little confusing, so I'm going to try and break it down for you. When you play Pixie, all the cards that are still in your deck have their costs taken away from them and added to a list. So let's say you only had 2 cards left in your deck when you played Pixie, a 1 cost and a 6 cost. They take away that 1 and that 6 and put it on a list. Those 2 values are then reassigned to the cards at random, which means the 1 cost could get its 1 back and the 6 cost could get its 6 back. Or they could switch, but that's only in the case that there are 2 cards in your deck. Usually, there'll be more cards than that, and it'll be a lot more random. So she's a very chaotic card. I wanted to find a deck that I could shove them both into, and I landed on this High Evolutionary shell that I think actually works really well with both of them. Now, everybody knows what High Evolutionary is trying to accomplish, which is cheating out She-Hulk on the last turn with one of your big cards. And the traditional way to do this was with Magic, giving the game a 7th turn, so you could skip turn 6, She-Hulk would go down to 0 cost, and you could then play her plus Infinite, or her plus Hulk if you built him up big enough. But the biggest weakness of that strategy is the fact that you had to extend the game. As soon as you play any High Evolutionary cards with Magic, people know exactly what you're trying to do. It's very telegraphed and obvious, and therefore easy to counter. But with these 2 cards, I was able to pull off that strategy without Magic. She's not even in this deck. With Hope Summers, if you play her on turn 3, and then play any of your other cards on turn 4, then you just don't play anything on turn 5, and now She-Hulk is free, and you can play She-Hulk plus Hulk or Infinite. It's a similar idea with Pixie, except you're definitely at the mercy of a little bit of RNG here. The hope is that when you play Pixie, at least 1 or 2 of your 6-drops are still in your deck, and therefore are likely to get their cost switched out with your lower cost cards. As long as they don't get their own cost back or swap with each other, that's value. I mean, the highest cost card under them is High Evolutionary, and he's a 4 cost. If your Hulk turns into a 4 cost, you can float the 5 energy on turn 5 and still play She-Hulk for 1 cost, but your Hulk is only 4 costs, so that's only 5 energy. And that's like worst case scenario in terms of Hulk actually switching costs. Obviously the worst case scenario is him not switching costs at all. But if he goes down to a 3 cost or a 1 cost, you're also going to be floating all that extra energy, which is what High Evolutionary decks want to do anyways. I expected the deck to be good, but it proved to be way more capable than I thought it would be, and it took me to Infinite this season faster than ever. So let's get into the games and see how the heck that happened. Pixie. Now, Pixie's great to have in hand, but we do have 2 of our 6 costs already drawn. What if I played Nebula into Vibranium Mines? Put a bunch of Vibranium in my deck. Then I played Pixie so that there was an increased chance that Infinite becomes a 1 cost. Hey guys, the Royal Nerd from the future here, currently editing this video, and I just wanted to interject real quick and say that this man is wrong. Please do not listen to him, he is spreading misinformation. Pixie's card text very specifically states that she will shuffle the costs of all cards in your deck that started there. Anything added to the deck after the fact will not have its cost shuffled, and therefore, the Vibranium would not increase the odds of Infinite switching with a 1 cost. Please ignore anything else past me has to say about the matter for the remainder of the match, and accept my sincerest apologies for his stupidity. That insane, and we might not even draw. I'm gonna go for that. That makes that like a weirdest sense in my brain that I kind of like. I'm gonna do it. There are how many cards? 6. There are 9 cards in my deck. There's 1 6 cost, and there should be 5 1 costs. Please give Infinite a 1 cost. Pixie. I also love Pixie's effect, little pop, and then a little bubble, 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 bubble. Oh, it's really good. I was not expecting to like Pixie as much as I have been. So much for your Ravona. That sucks. Hey, I'll take a Captain Marvel. 3 cost Infinite, I will take. It's not really worth it to invest in playing Captain Marvel, but a free one is great. She just needs like a touch more power. That was mean. Really? You're snapping? I'm gonna do this. Honestly, if I draw Kyera, I might play Kyera instead. Oh, shoot. Oh, that is going to be hard to beat. That is going to be very hard to beat. This is a moment when I kind of win. Although, what does he need to beat a 20 power? Unless he plays Tribunal. I am outpacing his right lane by a good chunk with another 20 power. I'm just gonna send it. If it's Tribunal, I think we win, actually.
Wakanda forever.
Oh, wow. Oof. He was just going for numbers. Oh, wow. Beating an Iron Man plus Black Panther on Nidavellir is crazy. I don't know what to do with 2 energy off the bat here, because I don't really want to Psylocke. I guess I could actually, maybe I will Psylocke, so I can get Hope Summers out turn 2, and start building it crazy energy from there on out. I don't mind that. Oh, and we draw Sunspot. Oh, this is really good. Okay, we're gonna Hope Summers in the middle, and I know that's gonna let Nebula go up. But then next turn, we'll Misty Knight on top of Hope and Sunspot left. That way we have things benefiting from Muir Island, and something building up on the left as well. We're gonna hold Nebula this turn, so that we have something to play next turn. What else do we draw? Infinite. Okay, so this is where we play Nebula into the middle. Again, we're letting his Nebula go up a little bit, but that's fine, because next turn we'll have 5 energy, we'll float it, She-Hulk, Infinite, boom, done. This is the play. This is the perfect play line. We just have to out High Evolutionary this High Evolutionary deck. He's already got some numbers on the board, which is a little scary, but I think we can beat it. I'm gonna float it. I'm gonna float the full turn, 6 energy to Sunspot. Feels pretty good. Okay, he plays. He just plays High Evolutionary. Okay, which lane do I let him have? Because I don't think I can take both. I think we throw High Evolutionary right. There is no way for him to beat that. And then we throw She-Hulk middle. Like, if he plays Hulk this turn, then his left lane won't go up. Yes it will, because of Nebula. If he plays Hulk left, I'm in trouble. Unless we don't play Infinite. And actually give ourselves a chance to win every lane. Like, if I were to Cyclops here, do this, that's gonna buff us up on Sunspot a little bit, and he'll take out a little bit of power in the middle. This might be safer? I don't know, that may have been a mistake. But he does. It's the Hulk. He hulked left, so I would have lost left no matter what. Wait, I did it. I read it like a book. Oh, that was perfect.
Victory.
The other way would have lost it. Ooh. Could turn 1 Pixie just right off the bat. Just mix up everything in the deck and have no idea what I'm gonna get. All of my 6 costs are in there. So, but Like, they can't all just switch for 6s, right? It's very unlikely. Warrior Falls. Actually, Warrior Falls kind of goes great with Kyera, making it so that I can play anything in there without risk of it getting beaten up. Hey, I can't help but noticing you're not playing a lot. Ah, darn, Hulk. Do I play She-Hulk into the kiln, or do I save her for a big last turn play? I'm gonna play Psylocke into the kiln, and then float next turn, because I think that Sunspot plus Misty Knight and all of them will be able to hold it on their own. I don't see him playing anything this turn that takes kiln from me. I guess you could play Reality Stone, and I've filled out that lane now, which is a little unfortunate. No, he's gonna do that. That's fine. Okay, so Infinite and Hulk just both got their 6s back, either from each other or their own. But that's fine, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna float this turn entirely. Oh my lord! Never mind.
So happy.
Oh my god. What must be going through his head right now?
Victory.
That's worse than Doc Ock pulling Shang-Chi. That's worse. Oh, I'm going up against Dave, alright. Dave, am I? Dave's already... He's already getting in my head. Okay, don't worry. It's Dave. I know it's Dave. Don't get too worked up. You got this. You got this. He's just a man. He's just a man. With an infinite border. Oh, don't look. He's too intimidating. Let's put Nebula left. And Sunspot will grow on the left. Nebula will grow on the right. Or I could put them both in the same lane. But that feels redundant. Right? Yeah, let's put them both in the same lane. Everyone needs friends. What is... Dave, what are you doing? Are you gonna play some cards? Come on, Dave. Okay, I want Cyclops on the left since that's where he has cards, and he's also going up there, so I'm gonna bring him down a little bit. Misty Knight on the right with Hope Summers to activate the energy carryover. Oh god, what did he play? Dave, what are you doing? It's like he can see my thoughts. Oh no, that's terrifying, actually. Oh god. Is this just Black Panther Arnim Zola? Is that all this is? I might be able to beat that. I don't actually know. No, not with a Wong. Never with a Wong. Although, on the right, he wouldn't double up again. Oh. Or is it some sort of Hazmat super list? What are we doing here? Hazmat super list. I think the move might actually be this. I feel like we still have the advantage here. Hey guys, the Royal Nerd from the future again, popping in once more to emphasize how wrong I am in this clip. Obviously Dave is about to play Odin, re-triggering all effects at that location, at which point Hazmat will take away 4 points of power from every card, thanks to Wong and Mystique activating her ability 4 times. What past me failed to remember was that Odin's ability would also re-trigger 4 times, for a total of 16 Hazmat triggers. That means minus 16 power for every card on the board, which would put both my left and right lanes deep into the negatives. I should have seen this coming from a mile away, but must have been too distracted by Dave's brilliance. I mean, just listen to that name. Dave. Anyway, with all that being said, I hope you will be understanding and forgiving when you see what comes next. I know, late game snap. Might spook him, might scare him off, but I don't even care. You better be sure, Dave, if you're coming after my cubes. You better be sure. Oh no, he's sure. Oh god, Dave, wait, Dave, I take it all back. Actually, he might be able to outpower me with an Odin, just because I have more cards on the board.
Hello, can you understand me?
Oh, Dave, don't do this to me. Okay? Yeah? No, Dave, no! Dave, no! Dave! Dave! Alright. Let's do Hope Summers on the left here. And then we'll go Sunspot. Oh. Interesting. Galactus? Could be Galactus. Sentry. Could just be an Annihilus deck. Pop. If I can draw Hulk, I'll feel better. That's not Hulk. I kind of want to lock down the right lane, you know? Like this. But if I draw Infinite, I'm not going to be able to play him. But that's a lot of extra energy for next turn, so let's do that. Annihilus, as expected. Okay, now. There are two possibilities. Alioth or Galactus. If he Galactus' left... Oh, perfect. There's a way to secure for both. There's a way to secure for both, I think. No. There's totally a way to do this. So, if he plays Galactus and I stack everything there, I lose. But, if it's Galactus and then I flip my She-Hulk, I win. If it's Alioth and he kills She-Hulk, 12 plus 4 is 16, 20, plus it's going to go up, plus it's going to hit them, that'll still win. It'll still win. Yellow Jacket, Alioth. I read you like a book! Oh my god! Pixie for the win with that cheap Hulk. Oh wow. What a way to get to infinite. That's gotta be it. That's the infinite game, right? That was it? Yes! Oh my god. Not only the joy of making it to infinite for the season, but doing it and feeling so clever, double satisfaction. And there you go, the fastest I have ever climbed to infinite. High Evolutionary is obviously a really good deck already, and Hope Summers was going to be a natural fit, but I really like what Pixie brings to the table too. The reliance on Magic has always been my least favorite part of those decks, but now, having multiple different playlines that can let you get that big power drop on the last turn, or maybe even get out She-Hulk, Hulk, and Infinite throughout the game, is insane. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when I drop more tier lists or gameplay like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Farewell for now. Have a nice day.